Hey folks, the following video is an intensive consult I had with a really cool guy named Trond that's, I believe, out in Norway, somewhere around there. If I were to look it up, by the time I said it, I'd forget it. I'm just no good with that anymore. I can't help it. My brain's doing other stuff. Anyway, he after we did the video, he got a hold of me and wanted to put it on YouTube, and I said, sure, great. So seeing how he wants to go ahead and do it, when he put his video on, it was as recorded off of his laptop, and I'm the bigger picture, and the smaller picture is what he is. So I'm taking the same video and putting it on, but yet in my in my screen, which shows him for the big picture is him. You'll see my energy, source energy, yellow gold energy around his house. It kind of floats around, comes in and out. I've talked about it, but I want to show it to you. But unless someone wants to initiate that, I'm not going to even ask them if they mind if I put the video on YouTube. But seeing how he offered that, I went ahead and did it, or I'm doing it now. If you'll notice, when you look at the picture of me, there's no gold area right here coming out of my face. Okay, there's nothing. It just looks normal. Yet when you look at his picture behind him, around him, sometimes the gold goes on people's faces because it's think of a mist, a fog. It's energy. It's a field of energy, like a big soft cloud. It's an energy field. It's everywhere, and as it starts to thicken one place or another, that will show color. It's just that strong right now. Okay. If you could measure photons in a room when I do this, it'll go through the roof, because that's what you're actually looking at, except it's not just regular photons, it's not just light, but it's really strong energy, but it'll have a somewhat similar rating. Anyway, I'm not trying to make such a big deal out of this. I just want you to know what it is. This is about all of you all being able to wake up, getting stronger. Things are going to change, and the idea is a lot of you are here to be leaders. It's ready for you all to start really waking up hard. Anyway, what this video is kind of funny because I like to clown around. Trond is really cool. He's a wonderful being. He's a wonderful human being. He's awesome, and he fights negativity and other things. You'll just, if you watch the video, I do a little bit of the crank up in between other stuff. So it's a long video. If you have the time, if you have the time and you're watching it anyway, unless you're a skeptic, then you should enjoy it. Okay, but it's nice sometimes for people to see the clown in me. I'm very serious about everything, but I'm not, this aggressive negative thing. I'm a human body with something else inside that's here to work. Anyway, enough of that. This is another person. This is one of you that's here to fight and does some really neat stuff. And that yellow gold is, that's just me, but I'm over there. Nothing's going through my pineal and going into the monitor or going there or whatever. It's the field energy. I'm already there. I'm all over the place. So anyway, I hope you'll enjoy the video, and love you all, and talk to you soon.
Good.
Hello, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting.
Yeah. I caught your name earlier. Usually I just do things spur of the moment. That's all I need. But I caught your name earlier, and I was kind of giggling to when I saw you, and I purposely don't go looking at it because it doesn't matter. I'll forget anyway. Because I can redo what I just did, so I just do it now. You have a big thing going on with starships. You like to astral project and float all over the place on ships, looking at everything, but you want to meet everyone on the ship. I run into people doing all kinds of things, similar things when they astral project, but some of them really get pulled into the engines, the drive systems with the crystal energies and everything, and then some of them are talking with the captains about stuff going on. But you're literally almost like a happy diplomat, but it's not your job to be the diplomat. You just go out, and you meet everybody. That's neat. You want to meet everyone on a ship and know everybody and just kind of have a good time. That's awesome. Here in your body, you're more concerned about putting physical things together. Right now, it's your head. You have information in your head you're having a hard time putting together. Trying to understand what it is, where he is, what it is. What it is, the information, what it is, what to do with it anyway, where you're going. They're all basic. They're all very common in people's minds, but you want to pull things together. You want to pull that thought process together and channel it. You're directed to wake up. Your direction where you're going is to wake up, but at the same time, you really want to build a pipe and go through the pipe. You want barriers. You want to be able to focus in the right direction instead of all over the place. You're a strong seer. You have Faye around the house. You talk to them all the time, but it's your soul inside talking to them away from the earth and spirit. So I don't think you're remembering much of any of it, are you? That's where our problem is here, is getting you connected with that part of yourself.
Maybe I can talk a little about what I'm.
Yeah. And
doing.
Don't worry about the time, okay?
No.
We're gonna go. I'll tell you right now, we're gonna go over just so you don't have that in your head.
I am helping people with mental problems, schizophrenia, and personality disorder, people that have been to psychiatrists and doctors, and they have got medicine and all that, but they can't get any further, and they have still these issues. And also people who have been abducted into ships where they have been experimented on, and they have many voices in their head. They have seen UFOs, all kinds of people with mental problems. They call me, and I will remove, and I do. Not always 100%, but in some cases I'm doing it very strong.
Yes, some of these people. I apologize for interrupting. I just have to stick it out while it's still in my head. Okay, I don't. You got a good memory. I've got none. And it's frustrating, but whatever. I'm geared for other stuff. A lot of the people that are coming to you, some of them are being harassed by governments, Anunnaki individuals with those governments, like from the USA, it would be NSA and stuff like that. Most of your clients, I'm very happy to say, they're literally, they go out and astral project at night, or others come to them, and they're wanting to talk. And then with the fact that a lot of them you're talking with, you make the intention of, hey, this person needs to be left alone. This person needs to be left alone now because they're being hurt. And usually, as long as it's not some jerk-off, excuse the expression, government, group somewhere, involving the Anunnaki, then usually, as long as it's not them, they'll back away. But some of them are just hell to deal with.
Yeah.
A lot of the old angels, the first angels, they've been causing all kinds of issues. They've just been doing all kinds of crazy, stupid stuff on their own, and almost every one of them has been deleted. There's new angels that are out, much strong, over 1,000 times stronger than the other ones. They're doing a lot to help, so that'll help you get going. But as soon as you start talking about working with people, I was listening to you, but consciously, but I was also phasing out, looking at stuff coming. I'm seeing you take your hands, putting it above their heads. Okay, like here's the head, putting it right here, about 4 inches above, 3 or 4 inches over the head, and then just, we're going to pump the hell out of you, and then you taking your energy with your intention, plus this extra energy I'm giving you, and it literally goes in the head and starts cleaning it.
Yeah.
Right away, that's what I was seeing.
That's what I've been longing for.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Like I said, when you're running out on ships, you want to meet everyone. You do so good with people because you care, you love them. But you're supposed to be seeing stronger. But honestly, part of what's in that blue aura, that dark blue aura, or I should say deep blue, is some negative energy. That negative energy is only your anger that you're developing because you're frustrated.
Yeah.
There's people you can't help, and you see them. You feel their pain. You feel their hurt. You can see it. You know it's there. It's just like, damn.
Yeah.
And I know that because I live in the same world. It's just with everybody. Everything I'm trying to do. You and I are like, we care. It's like part policeman, part doctor.
Yeah.
You, it's a lot more doctor, but I mean, it's the same thing. It's protecting through compassion. And doing it in a state of honor.
I look at myself as a spiritual policeman.
Yeah, well, see, that's when I just saw your name, I just flicked there for a minute and I said, "Cool," like I was looking forward to talking to you. And that's also one reason why I don't have some consults at the end of the day. I got to get back into reading and everything else, but that gives us a little extra time to spend together. Yeah, and there's new stuff coming, big guy. I mean, there's some really good stuff coming, and you're going to be able to do incredible work. Eventually, it's going to get to the point where it'll be difficult, but you'll be able to do 2 people at one time, but it's going to be difficult. It won't be as strong as when you put your hands together around one person, but eventually you'll get like that. You want to start getting real strong in August, okay? Now, I always like to do this follow-up, the free follow-up in about a week and a half, because there's really a lot of stuff going on with me getting this out of this body, because I got to finish fixing stuff. What's inside me has to get out and, change things, finish changing things big time. But so that's why I make it a week and a half, just to be careful. And after a week and a half, I can see where you're going and make any changes I need to, if I need to, which is almost never. But everything's always changing, But a month and a half is when it starts actually coming on a little bit stronger. And then 3.5 months, it's a lot stronger. But by August, you're going to find a lot more power in you. Okay. Let me get a little more water. How you doing in water, okay?
Yes.
Go through a lot of water. Okay, let's go ahead and get you pumped up.
Yes, please.
What I'm going to do, big guy, I'm gonna, how do I say your name properly? Is it Trond?
Trond, yeah. Trond.
Okay. You've heard me say, I suck with names more than anybody. My name is one letter for one very good reason. It's true. Yeah. And my dyslexia doesn't affect me. It's one letter, J. Either way, I'm okay. Yeah. Who are you? Jay. That's the stronger I get, the closer I come to leaving, the worse it is. I'm really having some problems, but it's okay because I'm really getting strong where I need to be. And where I need to be, just like you, I serve, and I serve with honor and with protection being part of my format, Okay, now what I fill the core energy up, or Kundalini, whatever we're calling it. I fill that up first. I go in 2 or 3 times. It starts really soft. It pretty much stays soft. You know, you can feel stuff, but it's not strong. It's never painful or anything. Then once I've got the river full and the energy's flowing outward, then I go to the different parts and put energy into it. Otherwise, I'll put energy in the pineal. And while I'm putting energy in there, it'll start seeping out. It'll like a sponge. It'll suck right into your core, and then we'll work on the different parts of the brain. Now, as far as how the brain flows, this is good information for you too. There's the hypothalamus. That's basic understanding. Okay, and the hypothalamus gland, the energy field from the pineal goes into the hypothalamus. The energy field for the pituitary, which is the pituitary, strives to put high definition clarity on everything. So it goes into the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is the understanding. The pituitary helps put understanding on, helps the hypothalamus with everything it's trying to understand for clarity. The pineal gland sees multidimensionally, which is going to help you seeing what's going around these people. So you can tell it's Anunnaki, government, male, female, friends from space, when they're being abducted, who's doing what. And if something comes up, you got a client and something's going on tough, please email me right away. I want to know about it, okay? And I'm going to get in the middle of this shit, big time. Excuse the French, sorry. I get violent. I start feeling violent when I go into protection mode with what's being done to people, and you're dealing with it right there firsthand, so you can actually help me there. The pineal gland sees like multidimensionally, and then the scanner right here, the scanner area, that goes into the hypothalamus, but it also works with other parts of the brain. There's a lot of stuff that I don't go into because everything's always been being recorded, and there's stuff I'm just not going to say, and it's not necessary. But the hypothalamus and some other stuff in here, sections of the brain, literally are related to the scanner. And the pineal gland, that energy goes into the hypothalamus. And then the crown, energy goes into the crown through the top. It's a soft focus into a lens like a magnifying glass. If you take a magnifying glass and you put it here and it sinks down to right about here, that's the middle crown. It's like a soft funnel going through the upper crown. Then it goes to that lens, the middle crown, and then it focuses it on top of the lower crown, which is like a blanket of energy that floats right above the hypothalamus. So it's like the thought process and energy and knowledge is focused through the middle one, through the middle crown onto the lower crown, and then the lower crown and then the hypothalamus, they both exert energy in between each other, and that's how the information gets transferred. The scanner does reach out. It's the strongest ESP tool we have, extrasensory perception. It's also remote viewing goes through it, but it's a lot more than just that. It's multi-level, and it helps you see multidimensionally and stuff, and it goes really far, really deep, but it's like it's sensory information. It's not the same as like actually seeing vision through the pineal. Okay. I expect we're going to be doing plenty of stuff back and forth, email, when something comes up. There's quote-unquote death and destruction coming to what's causing problems here, the Anunnaki and stuff. I've already been doing it, and has had its effects. They retaliated the day after I did something with them. It was actually done to the sky over the house. You could see it was diseased, the way it all looked. I should have taken a picture of it. But anyway, okay. I'm going to start getting this energy into your core. Sometimes you feel relaxation, a little warmth. Sometimes you can feel warmth or pressure going through the head. You have a lot of heart energy. You can feel stuff through your hands. You know, your hands and fingers can be really sensitive. At the same time, your head too, because your pineal's working real strong. And you've got good solar plexus, but your pineal and heart more than you are solar plexus. But you have a good combination for what you're doing. It's your perfect field. It's just the right field to be in. I don't like to use the word perfect. How's your head feel? What's going on there? Everything feel normal?
Feel my heart
Yeah.
beats in my brain.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was energy moving and like kind of pulsing, so to speak. But it wasn't setting off sensors. It was just nice, large flows of energy.
Actually, I'm feeling things in my underarms and my hands and fingers tingling. I don't know why.
But it's your heart energy that makes you feel stuff around your fingers and everything else. It's your solar plexus that allows you to feel it, like under the armpits and the main body parts.
Okay.
But also your pineal and everything, that works through the brain. But most of what we're doing is going through the body.
Yeah.
I am going up in your head, but it's it's not concentrated there like it is the body. This is great. You're going to do a lot of stuff. I'm going to modify this energy that I put into you too. It's going to be strong. I mean, it's strong anyway, but I mean stronger. And it's going to be very job specific for what you're doing. It's going to have it's going to have the ability to attack.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's silver coating. It's silver energy. It's a source thing, and not only is it like protection, like an armor plate. That's what our malleus stands for. Is malleable armor. It's going to be nothing can touch you, but more so than that, when they try, they literally burn their energy. If they're out of a body and they try to touch you while they're astral projecting, they will lose some of their spirit. It'll literally eat it up. And when they go back in their body, they will not be complete anymore. And they will feel incredible pain. So somebody wants to get stupid and mess with you, they won't do it much. Because there'll be nothing but a leg standing next to you trying to touch you. I'm like you, big guy. I got a lot of love in my heart, but I'm an asshole when it's time to fight people that hurt others. You know? It's like one time Michelle we were talking, and I'd just done some serious killing, and she kind of giggled. I said, "What's so funny?" I said, "Well, one of the female source members on the other side was just talking to you and say, Jay's a bitch when he's pissed, especially with the guys." You know, when some male spirit is messing with someone, but she was talking about male source energy out of a body. I grabbed about 7 or 8 of them and just killed them, just poof. It's like, damn. But they just wouldn't let go of the old way of abuse, and that's over. It just takes time. It's going to take time to do this. The next time, I'm sorry?
I discovered you on YouTube 1.5 weeks ago, and what you were saying just got right into my mind and heart. And that thing with abusement, because I see this pattern all around, and now I'm very sensitive to abusement, very sensitive in all kinds of situations. I feel the abusement, if there's a factor of abusement in any kind of situation, I recognize it and I say
You
this
search
is negative.
it
This
out.
is negative energy. Yes.
You have you got two buddies with you. They're directly part of the energy in me. It's a male unicorn and it's male dragon. And I'll tell you what, dragons are really strong and hard, but a male unicorn, they literally seek out negativity, aggressive negativity with the vengeance.
Yeah.
I mean, a dragon says, "You, get over here," and a unicorn says, "You, screw it, I'm coming to you."
Yeah.
It's funny. That unicornite. Oh, that's really good for you too, for your office. Where are you going to be? I forgot about that. Okay, I'm going to just finish this real quick. Okay, good. Inside your core, you're glowing. This is unicornite. Anyway, it's actually called bornite, B-O-R-N-I-T-E. You know that this stone has got they call it unicornite just as a pet name because it has unicorn energy on it. Whether it's been made to be pretty, they can acid etch this stuff and it brings out this color. But it's kind of a natural thing for it anyway. That's kind of like how it rusts. But even the other stuff that I have, which you can see some of that in it, but it looks like what it is, like it's meteors from another planet. It's not from here. You can look at it and hold it and feel it, and you feel that male unicorn energy in it. It's aggressive. And the other one is celestite. That is really powerful with you. Really powerful.
Okay.
I'm going to put some stones down real quick. In the meantime, that energy inside is just moving around, having a good time. It's slowly kind of filtering out into your body. And like I said, don't worry about time. 25 minutes is not what we're doing. We're just going to do it until we're done and have some fun. I'm just writing some of the stones that'll go with your energy. The star arsenite comes free. It's just paying for the shipping to get it out to you. That's the wonderful thing. It's the strongest energy stone on the planet, and I've got a couple mines. You can find it around here on the ground, just like they did moldavite. But when you actually have a large condensed area, man, that stuff's strong. Star arsenite, that would be good for us to give you. We'll give you as much as we can so that we can give you some to give some of your customers.
I also would like to that you make a sphere for me that is right. Because I'm a warrior.
Oh yeah.
I'm a really warrior because every time I see negativity in the spiritual world, people, I feel that I'm going to explode inside me.
It's the male unicorn stuff. It starts pumping up around you. This is a rough piece. It's not as pretty, but this is Dragonstone Jasper, okay? And then you get, this is kind of big, but this is a piece of some of the Dragon Egg Star Essenite.
Yeah.
You put these two together with a piece of, with a big piece of stick selenite.
Yeah.
You put these three things together like this, and your head, your whole body just, your crown powers up and gets ready. That's how you attack. Also, with you and me too, is add to that black onyx. You can't get that pieces in a bag, but you put all these 4 stones together, and it starts cranking up your body.
That's good.
Okay, I'm attached to you right now. My head was, my crown was not cranking up too hard. And I said, huh. And then this little piece of Gaia said, she said, honey, please, you're attached to him. And I said, oops, thanks. It's so neat sometimes having Ara inside of me because talking with everyone is, it's really, it's neat. You get the same, believe it or not, have the same kind of respect over there because of who you are, what you do. It's like when you go walking by, it's not people don't bow, but they're happy to see you. The feeling, it's like who wants a damn bow? It's like I've always said, if something was worth it, they wouldn't want it. If somebody was so cool that that's what they did and they were worth you doing something like that, they would say, please don't do that. I really don't like it, give me a smile because that rocks. Let me feel your heart be happy because that just makes me feel wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, there's a lot of people that kind of understand that thing. These religions and stuff have left us empty for so long. Let's see. I got to finish getting this one list done. Stones to be continued. Okay, there. That's got the basic in there. Let's see. Fighting stones.
Yeah.
Make sure I spelled everything right. Fighting stones. Okay. Now these, all these stones. It's not like you have to go out and buy them. It's just stuff that's relative. Amazonite.
What I would like.
Amazonite is cleansing. It's high vibration, very cleansing. Let's see. Pneumite. Balance. And labradorite. Core strength. Now, for the core strength stuff, the black onyx, it makes you stronger. That's also core strength. Okay, all these stones work good together. Okay, lapis. That's pineal multidimensional seeing. That's a very important one too. The very first list. The very first list that's up there, stone, staurosinite, celestite, bornite, stick selenite, where it says to be continued, just add lapis to that. Major important stones other than fighting are, and a staurosinite is very strong. Okay, that you can fight with this stuff on you, but when it's time to really kick it, this other stuff really helps. Staurosinite, stick, selenite, lapis, celestite, bornite, dragonstone, jasper. Did I get it? Okay. Finding staurosinite, stick selenite, lapis, celestite, bornite, dragonstone, jasper, and black onyx. Yeah. All right, that's the major thing to really power you up. Okay.
What I would like to do, if you could just energize these stones and
sure,
and also a fighting sphere. those bulbs, you know, you have a copper around it.
Sure.
And I'll maybe I'll talk to Michelle and she.
Because she takes care of all that for me. What do you have in front of you right now? Stones.
I have just that white stone essonite.
Oh, you got some.
No, sorry. Just a moment.
Yeah, take your time.
Well, it's selenite.
Selenite. Okay, good. Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have this one, but I don't think I don't know about this one. I don't know about it.
Is that
this
glass?
I use this one. No, I've ordered it. I bought it's a crystal.
That's crystal.
Okay.
They're trying to say that that's like a scalpel.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what you can do? It will focus energy. It will focus energy, but you'd have to take like, just say this is the crystal. You take the crystal, and then you take the selenite, and you put it on it, and then the vibration, as it goes through here, will be focused to a fine point in the other one.
Okay, thank you.
You could also use a piece of star essonite. Just say this was star essonite. Put that on top like that, the point over here, and then you can hold it like this with two hands. That'll take all the energy inside. You can move it around. However, I don't understand the reason to try and focus energy into a little point other than for someone to feel it. Because when you put the whole energy into the whole person, especially for you, but like we were talking about earlier, big guy, about just having your hands over the brain, that's what's going to do it. Because it's your two hands, energy, you're going to fire up your core. We're going to do some breathing stuff too before we're done today. You're going to fire up your core, and that energy is going to come out of your core. It's going to go through your arms, come out through the hands, and right into the heads. And it's going to come out balanced, and it's going to be strong as hell. The guy is doing stuff inside me. She's working on me while we're talking. It just felt weird for me. Like, what? I vary sometimes. One time I had one pop in right here and come out over there. I'm like, sweetie, I'm busy. I love you, but stop. Okay. Oh, yeah, breathing. As you breathe in, you might have heard me talk about this. I am going to do some meditation tapes, CDs, DVDs, but I got to get the second book finished first, because after that, if something happens that I'm taking home, I've at least got the information together that has to be here. But as you breathe in, we take in oxygen that goes into the lungs and feeds everything, so we're taking in good oxygen. We're also taking in energy from the planet, from Gaia, and these bodies belong to her. 40% of the Kundalini, one of the two snakes of the Kundalini, is Gaia's spirit. So that really helps us charge up the body, and most of us, and our particular soul, spirit, whatever, feels it too. And then as we exhale, we're getting rid of carbon dioxide and everything. We're also releasing frustration as energy and getting that out of us. And then again in. So it's a fulfilling, nurturing in break and out. In breath and then out breath is cleansing, just releasing and cleansing. Also, when we release like that, when we make the intention. We just make it as energy. We are releasing energy to come out to clean. At the same time, when we exhale, we can focus our energy outwards, coming out of our hands. So as you work on people, you can build up your energy and just feel it as you're working on them and stuff. But if you feel the need to go in kind of hard, you just relax, breathe in, and then in your conscious mind, realize the energy's coming from here, coming out your hands, and it's all done in the head. You can also go out of your head right into them, out of the crown, so you can actually just hit them on all different levels. Energy from the heart can come out, go right into the hands. So you can literally fire up your body, and then like a nuclear reactor, energy reactor, and then just really pump that head in. Because when you consciously make the affirmation for this stuff to happen, you'll see it happen. When you see it happen, it is happening, and that's going to really force it in there. You're going to have a ton of it in there to spread out.
Well, what I use is I concentrate on a light within my solar plexus, and I build up a very strong emotion in my solar plexus, and I spread it out into my arms, and I have to always breathe out when I do it.
Yeah.
So that's the way.
I knew you had your own way of doing it, and I knew you understood that, but I had to say everything as I because if there's anything to give you, I wanted it all to be there.
Yeah, thank you.
But but also that's the importance of it. You know, there's the bringing the nutrition in, and just knowing his energy, we're releasing and getting rid of it. But because we know we're getting rid of it, you know, we're already on the way out. You can still be healing when you're breathing in. It's just when you really feel you need to really power up, and then wham, put it into and there'll be sometimes people, you know, they can feel you.
It has to be focus also.
Breathing
out.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Okay, look, do this if you would. Get your piece of selenite, please, and then get the crystal on top of it and hold it with the fingertips. Can you go ahead and do that?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Now just feel it. Feel the energy.
Sorry.
That's right. It's alive. The place is jumping.
Yeah.
Just feel it, okay? Just relax and feel the energy. That's pretty much just a stone. My energy's there. Okay, now I'm going to fire up the stone in the middle and move it out.
Yeah. It's much tingling.
I can't put any more in it without totally changing what the stone is, and that's like against the law. You know, that's against my own law. I don't have the right to do that, and it's wrong for me to do that. But that'll be there forever. That'll never leave. One other thing too. You probably have some around citrine.
Well, I think I need to have some citrine points.
Yeah, citrine's awesome.
Citrine points. Where you said in one of your YouTube where two in the upper
the upper chakra
pockets. The upper where two in the upper pockets and one in the left side pocket.
Hey, I got all these shirts with pockets on it now. I barely got my shirt on after taking a shower to get everything started before the consult. I get up in the morning, I get my coffee, I take care of the animals, I start doing stuff, and then I hurry and try to get to a point where I can finally stop and take my shower. I'm always running around in circles. Okay, any other stones you have in the house? There's 3 or 4 stones or something.
Well, I have some, but it's just pendulums, 2 pendulums. So
it's still stone. So that's the crystal and the selenite, and then the 2 pendulums, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't use them so much.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. We're just putting it in there. One other thing that's really good with you too, Sharite. You're closer to it than I am in Russia. The Shara River. Oh, that stuff is. I happen to have some little pieces here. It's so hard for us to find. We've got some big pieces, but when I find it and there's actually little pieces, I'll buy it for those spheres that I need to put it in. But
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
it's beautiful. The camera does not do it justice. Purple and black and white and stuff in her. Anyway, that's got a good list of stones for you. Stone energy. All right, we're gonna go back in the head. There was an Anunnaki in a trip chair who's a very strong astral projector. He was actually in your head looking at something. That's not allowed. He's not a bad guy at all.
I may tell you something.
Okay.
About 2 months ago, I was taken out of my body, and I saw this guy. He looked like a human, nice person. We're just going to do something with you, and they did something with my back head, some kind of surgery in my etheric body, because my physical body was left in the bed, and afterwards they took me back and inserted me into my body, and after that I have got a high frequency tone in my ear.
Could you see his face?
Yeah.
What did he look like?
It was very friendly, human-like, very friendly.
Yeah.
Yes, he said, well, this is going to be okay, just relax.
It's kind of thinner than I am, thinner face than I am and everything.
No, I think he was big. He looked big. Because
he was big, but what I'm trying to say is, it was me. It was Ara inside me.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually when people see that part of him, it looks like me. He just looks a little bit thinner, but see, he's strong. Sometimes he's actually got that yellow goldish glow to him. Okay. You know, it's weird. It was just me. It was just working to help you see, because see, you need to see stronger, and will be. As a matter of fact. You're not seeing it on my screen looking at me, but I'm seeing yellow gold. There's yellow gold all over those white tiles. Are those white tiles behind you? Because they're the yellow gold, the fields everywhere over there. David Wilcock talking. I love him. He's great. But just really off on stuff. He'll get something and then he turns it into something else. It's like he's doing the best he can. He's all excited about it. Sorry. Excuse me. Woo! Anyway, he talks about. I did a video on it about the Chinese were testing somebody who was remote viewing, and then all of a sudden the photons in a room grew. That's because the field energy started condensing because the guy was using his abilities to go somewhere. It's like the field. It's like it knows what you want to do. It's touching all of you. When it's time, it's my energy. It just builds up more density, and then it's like it builds a wave for a surfer to ride on. It takes you there. It's like help. It's like fish swim through the ocean. The ocean is the medium they go through.
Yeah. I also have to tell you that 2 nights, some months ago, I woke up. My body was frozen. Totally frozen, and I woke up. I saw this ball. It was black, but it was a pattern with maybe it was light or silver or something.
Yeah.
And I felt this. I felt it was very negative because it paralyzed me. So I had to take my hand and just say, "Get off this!" So I said,
yeah.
I could nearly move my arm, but I said, "Get off this place!" And then it woo.
And then it moved away.
Yeah.
That was, believe it or not, I'm trying to exactly focus on it. It was angel energy, some of the first angel energies, but it was weak, and they were trying to put something on you to literally suppress your abilities. And the black was representative of them trying to put all the energy they could together in it. I was seeing like a goldish light looking like writing or something on it. That was a statement that it was of the light, but it was to literally nullify your abilities. See, the rest of what few first angels are left, and there's almost none of them left. They're trying to keep this whole thing from happening because that's what the original male and female the original first being male and female wanted, and they were their servants. And they all know they're dead now. I've actually gone into people, and all the ones that were assigned to people, and it wasn't to bless you and save you; it was to control you. Yeah. To make sure you went where you went. I want to be in the right path. Well, it's cool. It's your love that has that feeling, but don't worry. You're being on the path as well as you can without, if those angels had let go, it'd be better. So now these angels are gone, almost every single one of them. I mean, there's like very few left, very, very few left at all. Most everyone's running around without any angels now, except for some people are given, and you've got one coming here in a minute, one of the new angels that came from Ara and Lily, before I was part of Ara. These guys are over 1,000 times stronger than the other ones. They're huge. And incredibly protective. They don't go and attack, but they protect, and they are full source energy. They're 55 to 60% angel, and then the other 40-45% is human, fae, plant, planetary, animal, everything. So they're source. I mean, and they come from Lily and me. That's love and protection, honor, compassion. So they really fit well with you.
Okay. But I will pay for more time because I think I need to.
No, don't worry about it. You're buying stones
later.
anyway. Who cares? Let's have fun.
Okay, because when we are finished with the cranking up.
No, not yet. We got to keep going. I told you we're having fun. We're gonna do a lot of stuff together. And by the way, when you need me for something, when you're working on something and you need me, just in your head say, Jay, I need you now. And that same guy that came to you is going to be right there. It's me. It's me out of the body. It's just it's so weird. I'm 10% of the energy in this body is like the Earth. It's original Jay. Everything else is Ara. It's like, so what? You know me.
Yeah.
I'm like I say, I'm no better than a stick in mud. It's like people get over this better than stuff. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't fit. It's gone. We're family.
Yeah.
But it'll be me, and you'll know it. You'll see it, and then it'll crank up, and then you have a male unicorn around, and if there's something negative in a head when you're working on it, just think of your head, male unicorn. You know how they're so beautiful and everything? They are, but the males, you can tell they got a little dirt on them because they get down and dirty, okay? So you say, dude, help me, just think the male unicorn and say, hey, buddy, come on, help me get this crap out of here. And he will fire up energy, and next thing you know, you'll be putting sparks in this person's head. So it's a blast.
Yeah, I love it.
Something can't help being negative because that's what it was from the original first being. It's not its fault. When it's aggressive with it, sorry, time to die.
Yeah.
And you won't be able to kill it, but you'll be able to screw it up and get it out of there, okay?
Yeah.
The energy it takes to actually kill energy is ridiculous.
I'll send it to you afterwards.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's all you do.
Yeah.
Put the energy around it, and then you can tell the unicorn, the dragon, hey, take this, give it a J. And then literally that same guy takes it and kills it. I do it all the time. Okay, now we're... I talked to him. I just when I go look at your brain and I see events that have happened recently, and I saw the other guy in there looking, but he wasn't. He had no right to be there, but he didn't do anything bad. I mean, he had no bad intent. So I had found him a minute ago, and I just gave him a little energy pulse, and I said, "Hey, love you, but no." And he's like, "Okay, gotcha." Um, all right, just a little more through your core. Then into the head. One more time, changing the energy a little bit. Okay. Now, here's the hypothalamus. Yours has incredible thick silver energy with it's like copper flowing all over it. How does the head feel? Head feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, here's the lower crown, floats right above it. Now, the middle crown. Okay, now I'm building energy on top of your middle lens, the middle crown, and I'm going to punch it through your head, through the upper crown.
Yeah, I can feel different things going on in my head now. So
Now we're going to open the hell out of your crown.
yeah, I feel things going on. Yeah.
Your crown is open 10 times bigger than it was, a little over that. It's almost touching your ears. And then I went into your core and I said, here's someone who deserves this energy. And I'm building your crown like this. I put my elbows together, almost together, open up the energy, open it up, and then bam, slam in solid gold energy, man.
Oh.
It's just like the whole body was like. So when you go into people's heads, as time goes on, it gets stronger and stronger, but they're going to be feeling that. They'll be, hopefully none of them puke on you. I have made a few people puke, cranking them up, and it's like, okay, glad this is on Skype. This one guy, he's a really nice guy, he said, Jay, hit me hard, man, because I told him solar plexus, you're not going to feel it that much. He goes, crank me hard, I can take it. And I said, no, I can crank you till your nose bleeds, okay? We ain't going there. I would rather you think I'm a farce than hurt you, because that's against me. That's against my honor. I mean,
Yeah.
I code just like you. We don't do that. Okay, let's see. Okay, now wait a minute. This is the pituitary gland in the back of the head. And the field is almost like a motorcycle helmet, but the crown is open. There's the gland.
I feel it even in my jaws. It's like something
Yeah.
going up
Yeah,
here, and
see,
I feel it in my jaws.
I got your head in front of me right here. This is the back of the head where the occipital lobes are. As I'm putting the energy in there and building this new field, it's the energy's wham going right through the brain, right to the pineal. It's like,
Okay.
That's my third eye, Jay, in the wrong place. Damn it, you took a left down by the cerebellum. Should have been all right. I said, dude, it's okay. I know where I'm going. Shut up. Get in the back. Stay in the back. I love acting like I have a friend behind me that, I call him Joey. Yeah. I said, hey, Joey, it's just trying to make people laugh. And I figure sooner or later someone says, can we talk to Joey? You are, honey. Okay, I got almost done with that. Okay. Now, here comes the pineal. Now, see, the pineal's you know where the pineal and what the pineal is kind of in that middle brain section, off the brain stem, whatever, brain, where it comes, the other part of it comes, the mammalian part goes around. It's just tucked in there. It's closer to the top of the brain stem. That field comes out, the field for it comes out right here. The scanner's right here. Now the field that comes out over here for the pineal, it also goes all the way down here to the, under the thorax, all the way up here. But right here where the scanner kicks in, these two are so close together they kind of glow together. Mm-hmm. What I do is I work on them both and change them, make them where they should be, but then I go in and I blend them together where they mix and make something totally unique. I mean, it gives each of the other fields the benefit of the other one, like a slight benefit. And it makes it easier for you to go and look at something multidimensionally and then also start to see it. It helps you make it easier for you to focus and see it as a remote viewing, which is incredible clarity. It's like you're looking right at it and right in front of your face. So it tends to do that. It doesn't allow that to happen with everyone. Almost no one can get it quite like that. But that's basically, what it does. It really helps out. Okay, here's the pineal. Okay, now here's a scanner. Now here's a blending. Okay, now. Okay, that last little wave of energy was, believe it or not, male unicorn energy, and it helps take away pressure and issues when later on as your brain grows. By the way, you might even get a string tied around your head, tie it real tight, and then don't let it slip over your ears. Don't make it that loose, but make it where it goes down like that, and then put it away. Wait 3 months, and then try to put it on again.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You'll find out your skull grows just like yeah. I've had guys call me up, and they were a little pissed, but they weren't too mad. It was, Jay, I got a Stetson, man. I have to buy another one now. Okay? And he was serious. I've had this thing for years. I said, hey, man, I'm sorry, but, you want me to take it? You want me to shrink it? No. Get the Stetson. I'll get the Stetson.
Yeah.
But damn it, it cost me a few $100s. It was almost as expensive as dealing with you. And I said, can you see stuff? Well, yeah, but it's my solar, his solar plexus, but he could see a little bit too. But his solar plexus was so strong. And it's so nice when someone's solar plexus energy, and they already know themselves well enough to where they can understand what just happened with them, because they come so the strength of their knowing, their gut feeling increases a lot. They just know things a whole lot better. Yeah. And it comes to like boom, boom. This guy Hans from Germany, he did something with brains, some brain work and stuff. Had classes, but he also helped people with stress from the brain. And he would find things out, like family relations, whatever. He would find things out about. He said, Jay, I felt you when we did the follow-up. He said, Jay, I felt you in my head and everything. I know you were in there, but I don't see what happened out of it. And I said, the thing is, your gut feeling of stuff your gut feeling about things is stronger. You feel things stronger. You're more affirmative about it, and it just happens, like boom, right away. And he goes, well, no, that makes sense, because now my consultations, instead of it taking me like 25, 30 minutes to actually kind of get into it and see what's going on, he said within 10 minutes, man, I got the whole picture. I got it boom, boom, boom. The people are my clients are saying, whoa, how the hell do you know that? But that's gut.
Mm.
It's like I've had so many people call me a farce and everything. I got a few of them that have the little blogs, Stop Jay or whatever, it's like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
They bother me like a fart does a tornado. Okay? That's what they mean to me. They're flatulence. Yeah. And it's don't get me wrong, I can't even say the word HATE. I can say hatred, but I can't say the 4-letter word of it. That's not part of me, just like you. We do what we do, but we do it out of compassion and the need to protect. It has nothing to do with wanting to just hurt someone, of hatred. That's an aggressive, negative thing.
Yeah. No, I won't use it for such things. I don't want to destroy myself.
No. Yeah. You don't want to take away from who you are.
No.
Ron, I better get running, man. I'm late now.
Okay. I'm just asking
Sure.
you.
Go ahead.
There's a lady. She called me yesterday. She had been abducted in a ship some years ago, and they took some eggs from her. There was a big guy, big human-looking people, very high, and they also told her that they were going to experiment with her feelings, with her emotions. So after that, she had some contact with them, but she has this problem with things that are going on in the root of the head, the hair, and all over her head, and also other places on her body. That things happen. She can't control what is happening. It's just feelings that's moving around on her skin, and she's very desperate now. And she wonders if she had any negotiations with them from an earlier life and so on. But I say these guys, they are abusive. So
Yeah, see, they're not allowed to do that. What they're trying to do, they're trying to find a way to do two things: help their own race, because they are starting to have problems. They're an old race, but they're also wanting to build bodies like so many other races have that they can use to live here. What they actually look like is more Sapoian than human, and they're taller. I don't have a name for them because I don't have a name for the planet. But they don't have the right to do that. They think they're being polite by asking and talking to her, but they really don't. And part of the problem is, number one, they're not allowed to do that. That's wrong. But number two, there is an outstanding regulation that no one is supposed to be doing that whatsoever or giving themselves away. So they're doing something illegal. They're trying to be nice about it, and then, there's problems. And these guys are stupid, and they're not even aware of me.
No.
Not whatsoever. I'll tell you what, hold on just a second. All right, it's a ship. I already saw the ship that they're on. There's a lot of, they have a lot of passion. Guys saying, please don't blow them up. I said, honey, I'm not. I'm just talking, blow up their heads, okay. Okay, they're still talking. Okay. Um, they used to be down here a lot when I was Pahana. Even way back into the days of the earliest Pueblo Indians, after the at the beginning of the fifth stage of evolution here. Um, they're having problems. In their race is having a hard time, and I told them, I'll help you, personally. And I said, Azara, I will fix your problem. I promise. I give you my honor, my word, Azara. I will take care of this, and I will talk with you in just a minute, and we'll do something here to help. But I said, you will not do this. I said, if you want to talk with this lady, I said, you go ahead and go up to her, and you offer something that she accepts. And then that's up to her, but you will never do that again. And there's a couple of them had a question. A couple of them I questioned whether or not they do something. And one guy said, frack it. As soon as he's out of my head, I'm going. So I went into his head, and he bled out a little bit, and then I let go. And I said, look, I love you, old man, but I love her too. I said, I love everybody. It's not right. You don't have the right. And I said, I told you, I'm going to fix this. Your race will not die. Stop. I won't let you do that to her, and I won't let anything happen to you. And they're like, and they felt that, and I was like, okay, good, boom. They finally stopped.
Okay.
I understand the need, but see, in some way, because they're not supposed to contact us, it's actually caused problems. And that's all because of the damn thing with the Anunnaki over here. And the Anunnaki have, just the Anunnaki have over 22,000 Anunnaki here imprisoned. And they're saying, you want to come down here and take and try to get us off the planet? No problem. We'll kill all your people before you can do it. And then that's just one race. That's the Anunnaki. There's thousands of Serpoians here that are locked up. It's a war, and it's about to end. And I'm going to end it. That's enough of this crap. If you haven't seen it yet, you've seen my video, the Anunnaki ambassador visiting me in the house. Yeah, I was seeing that you did already. It was the funniest. You should have seen when the guy came in and looked at him, and then he goes around to the kitchen. I'm like, dude, you're going to have a body. You want me to make you a sandwich or something? And then he came back around, and then I saw it. They can't see through the. They can see energy signatures, but they can't see directly through the roof.
No. So
it's a refrigerator. He was making a pulse. It's just like. Only someone like you that's not aware can appreciate, the fullness of that incident,
Yeah.
Man, we're all family, too. That's it. See, there's multiple problems happening on multiple levels that need to be handled. Yeah. I've had guys putting bugs in other people, the nanites, putting them in there to mess with them. I've literally burned the things out and then went right to the ship and just literally took the ship and didn't rip it apart. I took it away, its drive and everything else, and it's like this floating around. And they freak out. It's like, great, now we're going to be shot. Because the law is, the outstanding law with the Federation, but it's like universal. It's everybody. Everyone that's sentient and gotten to a certain point, is that if you're caught in this area and you don't have the passwords, boom, death. This solar system, the Earth around it is quarantined, not like from disease, but whatever you call it, where no one's allowed in. Yeah, let me know what happens with her. Okay, send us an email.
It's a war zone.
Yeah,
it's a war zone.
Trond, I gotta run, man. I'm late as hell.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. If something comes up, email us. But and Michelle will let me know, or I might even see it myself. I'm not on there too much, but Michelle will let me know if she sees it first. Also, don't forget please get a hold of Michelle and just give it about a week and a couple days to do the follow-up, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, and if you want to get those one of those Dragon Egg fighting spears, I'm going to make a special one for you. She's got a few of them over there, but I want to make a different one for you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I need all the power I can get.
I put in it. But see, I'm also putting in some green aventurine.
Okay.
See that it's power, but it's also got some healing to it.
Mhm.
Okay, so as you cranking up your head, it's going to be like it's going to come equipped with its own Band-Aid if you push it too hard. Okay. Because I know you.
Yeah.
Trond, I love you, man. I got to go. I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You rock.